Welcome to English Guru YouTube channel. Please click the red subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all notifications about my new video lectures.
Good morning students, I am back with the fourth part of my video lecture. In today's class, we will discuss another 70 most important MCQs based on pedagogy of English, and I hope it will be helpful for your upcoming exams. Okay, now let's start. Question number 1 is, out of the 4 language skills, scanning and skimming are the sub-skills of option A listening skills, option B speaking skills, option C reading skills, and option D writing skills. Here the right option will be C reading skills. Listening, speaking, reading and writing, these are the 4 language skills, and out of these 4 language skills, scanning and skimming are the sub skills of reading skills. Alright, now let's see next question. Which of the following skills are called productive skills? Option A reading and listening, option B speaking and writing, option C both A and B, and option D none of these. Here the right option will be B speaking and writing. Speaking and writing are called productive skills, and reading and listening are called receptive skills. Okay, now let's see question number 3. Which of the following are the sub skills of reading? Option A note taking, skimming, proofreading. Option B editing, inferring attitude, feeling. Option C mood, predictions, scanning. And option D all of these. So here all the sub skills given in option A, B and C are the sub skills of reading. So here option D will be correct, all of these. Now question number 4 is, match the following main skills given in list A with the sub skills given in list B. So in list A there are main skills, and in list B sub skills are given. So you have to match it. Okay. So first listening, and in list B listening, reading for gist, global understanding, inferring attitude, feeling, mood, prediction. Second one speaking, and in list B inferring, interactive strategies, summarizing, paraphrasing. Third writing, list B proofreading, editing, summarizing, paraphrasing. Fourth one is reading, and the sub skills given in list B are deducing meaning from context, skimming, proofreading, prediction, scanning. Here all the sub skills given in list B are correctly matched with the main skills given in list A. So option A will be correct. Now question number 5. Giving the main point of a text is called option A summarizing, option B paraphrasing, option C oral fluency, and option D proofreading. So giving the main point of a text is called summarizing. Here option A will be correct. Next question. Listening, responding and giving feedback is option A interactive listening, option B summarizing, option C oral fluency, and option D none of these. So listening, responding and giving feedback is interactive listening. Here option A will be correct, interactive listening. Question number 7. Speaking naturally without hesitating too much is called option A scanning, option B oral fluency, option C paraphrasing, and option D all of these. Here speaking naturally without hesitating too much is called oral fluency. Option B will be correct. Question number 8. Finding another way to say something when one cannot think of the right language is called option A scanning, option B proofreading, option C paraphrasing, and option D summarizing. So finding another way to say something when one cannot think of the right language is called paraphrasing. Here option C will be correct. Now question number 9 is reading a text quickly to find specific information is called option A scanning, option B summarizing, option C note making, and option D none of these. So reading a text quickly to find specific information is called scanning. Here option A will be correct. Now question number 10 is in interactive classroom, option A learners are passive listener, option B effective learning takes place, option C rote learning takes place, and option D none of these. So in interactive classroom, an effective learning takes place. Here option B will be correct. You will be thinking about rote learning, but rote learning is the process of memorizing information based on repetition. Students easily recall basic facts and can develop fundamental knowledge of a topic. This technique is effective in teaching maths concepts for primary students like addition, subtraction, and multiplication tables. But the major drawback of this technique is it doesn't allow for long term memory of information and concepts. So, your most appropriate option will be B. Effective learning takes place. Now, question number 11 is interactive listening is option A. Interactional process between listener and the speaker. Option B. Listening and responding. Option C. Both A and B. And option D. None of these. Here the right option is C, both A and B. Interactive listening is interactional process between listener and the speaker where the listeners react both verbally and non-verbally to what they are hearing from the speaker. Now question number 12 is listening involves option A social process, option B cognitive process, संज्ञानात्मक प्रक्रिया, ऑप्शन सी सिक्वेंशियल प्रोसेस, सिक्वेंशियल तर्क संगत या अनुक्रमिक, ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ दिस. So your right option is D, all of these. Listening involves social process, cognitive process, and sequential process. Now question number 13 is direct method is also known as option A natural method, option B conversational method, option C both A and B, and option D none of these. So direct method is also known as natural method and conversational method. Here option C will be correct, both A and B. Question number 14. Oral approach of teaching emerged in option A England, option B France, option C Germany, option D none of these. So oral approach of teaching emerged in England. Here option A is correct. Question number 15. Who described the audio-lingual approach as the teaching of listening comprehension, अवधारणा, pronunciation, उच्चारण विधि, grammar, and vocabulary are all related to development of oral, श्रव्य या कर्ण संबंधी fluency. Who described the audio-lingual approach as the teaching of listening comprehension, pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary are all related to development of oral fluency. Option A Richards and Rogers, option B Morley, option C Bress, and option D Peterson. Here right option is A Richards and Rogers. Question number 16. The audio-lingual approach became a popular teaching method in the option A 1950s and early 1960s, option B 1960s and early 1970s, option C 1970s and early 1980s, and option D 1980s and early 1990s. So your right option is B 1960s and early 1970s. The audio-lingual approach became a popular teaching method in the 1960s and early 1970s. It became popular when language laboratories were in fashion. Now question number 17 is, which of the following approaches to language teaching focuses on real life communicative value? Option A, direct method. Option B, oral. Option C, audio-lingual. Option D, communicative. Your right option is D, communicative. Question number 18. Which of the following comes first as part of child's language abilities in normal sequence? Listening, speaking, reading, writing. Which one? Which of the following comes first as part of child's language abilities in normal sequence? So here right option is A, listening. Listening is the first essential step for speaking. Listening is the first stage of learning a language. Alright. Now question number 19 is, who said through listening learners can build awareness and thus establish a base for more fluent productive skills? Option A, Peterson. Option B, Chastain. Option C, Harmer. And option D, Richards and Renanda. Here right option is A, Peterson. Peterson said, through listening, learners can build awareness and thus establish a base for more fluent productive skill. Alright, now question number 20. According to Hammer, listening is important as option A, it provides the perfect opportunity to hear voices other than the teachers. Option B, it enables students to acquire good speaking habits. Option C, it helps to improve their own pronunciation. And option D, all of these. The right option is D, all of these. According to Hammer, listening is important as it provides the perfect opportunity to hear voices other than the teachers. It also enables students to acquire good speaking habits, and it also helps to improve their own pronunciation. Alright. Question number 21 is, James Asher's total physical response TPR theory emphasizes on developing option A, communication skills. Option B, comprehension skills. Option C, productive skills. And option D, none of these. So your right option is B, comprehension skills. James Asher's total physical response TPR theory emphasizes on developing comprehension skills. Question number 22. When the listener depends mainly on the incoming inputs for the meaning of the message, it is called option A, bottom up processing. Option B, top down processing. Option C, both A and B. And option D, none of these. Right option will be A, bottom up processing. When the listener depends mainly on the incoming inputs for the meaning of the message, it is called bottom up processing. Okay, now question number 23. Which of the following statement is not correct about top down interpretation view? Option A, an active involvement of the listener. Option B, listener uses his previous knowledge of the context. Option C, meaning itself is derived as the last step. And option D, learner actively constructs the original meaning of the speaker. Right option will be C, meaning itself is derived as the last step. Rest of the statements given in option A, an active involvement of the learner, and in option B, listener uses his previous knowledge of the context, and in option D, learner actively constructs the original meaning of the speaker. These are correct about top-down interpretation view. So, as per the question, right option will be C. Now, question number 24 is, where listener has to take part in the interaction is known as option A, reciprocal listening. Option B, non-reciprocal listening. Option C, casual listening. And option D, intensive or focused listening. So, right option will be A, reciprocal listening. Where listener has to take part in the interaction is known as reciprocal listening. Question number 25. The bottom up the first model of listening was developed in the option A 1940s and 1950s, option B 1950s and 1960s, option C 1960s and 1970s, option D 1970s and 1980s. The right option will be 1940s and 1950s. The bottom of the first model of listening was developed in the 1940s and 1950s. Question number 26. Which of the following is often used as a cover term to indicate an active organization of past experiences? Option A schema, option B frame, option C script and option D scenario. Scenario, patkatha ya paridrishya. So here the term which is often used as a cover term to indicate an active organization of past experiences is schema. Here option A will be correct, schema. Question number 27 is interactive model, that is synthesis of both top down and bottom up models of listening process, was developed by option A Rumelhart, option B Flowerdew and Miller, option C Ulrich Neisser and option D none of these. So interactive model, which is synthesis of both top down and bottom up models of listening process, was developed by Rumelhart. Here option A will be correct, Rumelhart. Now question number 28 is, who remarked memory is not a receptacle of stimuli, uddipak, that we simply store and retrieve. It is rather an active, constructive process. Option A Ulrich Neisser, option B Krashen, option C Pennington and option D none of these. Here right option is A Ulrich Neisser. Ulrich Neisser remarked, memory is not a receptacle of stimuli that we simply store and retrieve. It is rather an active constructive process. Alright. Now question number 29 is, which of the following are important for English language comprehension? Option A stress, option B rhythm, option C intonation and option D all of these. Intonation, स्वर शैली, आवाज का उतार चढ़ाव, that is called in English intonation. So question is, which of the following are important for English language comprehension? So all are important, like stress, rhythm, intonation. So here option D will be correct, all of these. Question number 30 is, which of the following process or processes reflects writing skills? Option A brainstorm ideas, organize them. Option B draft, edit and revise. Option C both A and B and option D none of these. Here right option will be C both A and B. Alright, now question number 31 is, which of the following can help to create meaningful environment in language learning classroom? Option A fun activities, option B narrating a story, option C role play or dramatization and option D all of these. Here right option is D all of these. All of these like fun activities, narrating a story, role play or dramatization, these can create meaningful environment in a language learning classroom. All right. Now question number 32. Which of the following can be more helpful in language acquisition? Option A rules of grammar, option B award and recognition, option C exposure to the language and option D none of these. So your right option will be C exposure to the language. Exposure to the language can be more helpful in language acquisition. Alright, now question number 33 is, English is the most widely spoken language in the world for, here we have to identify correct statements. Option A, pursuing higher education. Option B, being the center of all international activities. Option C, bridging the gap between speakers of different mother tongues. And option D, all of these. Your right option will be D, all of these. Okay, now question number 34. The number of sounds in English language is option A 21, option B 24, option C 26, option D 44. Right option will be D 44. The number of sounds in English language is 44. Question number 35. A word gets its meaning. Option A, from dictionary only. Option B, in relation to its context. Option C, from its origin. And option D, none of these. The right option is C, from its origin. Next question is, out of 44 sounds in English, the number of vowels and consonants are option A 1826, option B 2024, option C 1232, option D 836. So out of 44 sounds in English, the number of vowels are 20 and consonants are 24. Your right option will be B 2024. It means 20 vowels and 24 consonants. Now question number 37, match the following. So first of all, let me explain it. Here semantics, Arth Vigyan, and the correct match will be D here. The study of the meaning of words and phrases. The study of the meanings of words and phrases, that is semantics. यानी शब्दों और वाक्यांशों का अध्ययन अर्थ विज्ञान या अर्थ मीमांसा कहलाता है. Next one is linguistics, भाषा विज्ञान. So correct match is given in here C option. The scientific study of language, भाषा का वैज्ञानिक अध्ययन यानी भाषा विज्ञान या भाषा शास्त्र. Third one is phonetics यानी स्वर विज्ञान. Here correct match is given in A option. The study of the sounds of human speech, that is phonetics. यानी मानव भाषा की ध्वनियों का वैज्ञानिक अध्ययन यानी ध्वनि विज्ञान. एंड फोर्थ वन इज सिंटैक्स यानी वाक्य रचना या वाक्य विन्यास. एंड करेक्ट मैच लास्ट वन इज लेफ्ट हियर बी. द सिस्टम ऑफ रूल्स फॉर द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ सेंटेंस इन अ लैंग्वेज. The system of rules for the structure of a sentence in a language is called syntax. किसी भाषा के वाक्य रचना में निहित नियमों की व्यवस्था को सिंटैक्स कहा जाता है यानी वाक्य विन्यास. Here option C will be correct. Correct option is C. First D, second C, third A, fourth B. Okay. Now question number 38. The study of the origins and history of words and their meanings यानी शब्दों और उनके अर्थों के उद्भव और विकास का अध्ययन इज कॉल्ड कहा जाता है एटिमोलॉजी यानी व्युत्पत्ति शास्त्र. ऑप्शन बी फोनोलॉजी. Phonology is the branch of linguistics that deals with systems of sounds, including or excluding phonetics, within a language or between different languages. Next option is C. Historiography. Historiography is the study of the writings of history and of written histories, that is historiography. And option D is pedagogy, the method and practice of teaching, especially as an academic subject or theoretical concept, that is pedagogy. So your right option will be A, etymology. The study of the origins and history of words and their meanings is called etymology यानी व्युत्पत्ति शास्त्र. Now question number 39. Which of the following are the characteristic or characteristics of a good paragraph writing in English? Option A ideas, option B presentation, option C coherence यानी संबद्धता and option D all of these. So right option will be D all of these. Ideas, presentation, coherence, these are essential characteristics of good paragraph writing in English. Now question number 40 is, which of the following can best help the child to learn a language? Option A inhibition यानी अवरोधन, ऑप्शन बी मोटिवेशन यानी अभिप्रेरणा, ऑप्शन सी अ गुड टेक्स्ट बुक एंड ऑप्शन डी अ प्रोफिशिएंट लैंग्वेज टीचर. So your right option is B, motivation, abhiprerana. Motivation can help the child to learn a language. Question number 41. A teacher of English language gives a large flashcard with a word on it to his or her students and asks them to arrange into a proper sentence. She also includes word puzzles or fun online quizzes in her classroom for teaching language too, that is English. In this process, she is using ऑप्शन ए इंडक्टिव टीचिंग यानी इंडक्टिव मीन्स आगमनात्मक, ऑप्शन बी डिडक्टिव टीचिंग निगमनात्मक, ऑप्शन सी इंटरेक्टिव टीचिंग संवादात्मक. हियर अनदर वर्ड दैट कैन बी यूज्ड in place of interactive is interactional teaching, and option D none of these. So your right option will be C, interactional or interactive teaching. This method of teaching grammar incorporates interactivity into lesson. Okay, now question number 42. The inductive method आगमनात्मक विधि of teaching grammar involves option A presentation of several examples that illustrate a specific concept, option B no explanation of the concept is given beforehand, option C students learn to recognize the rules of grammar in a more natural way during their own reading and writing, option D all of these. So the inductive method of teaching grammar involves all of these. So your right option will be D, all of these. Question number 43. The deductive method, निगमनात्मक विधि of teaching grammar focuses on option A, instruction before practice, option B, in depth यानी गहराई से explanation of a grammatical concept by teacher before students encounter the same grammatical concept in their own writing, and option C, practice by students through worksheets and exercises, option D all of these. So the deductive method of teaching grammar focuses on all these points which are given in option A, B and C. So here option D will be correct, all of these. अब यहाँ पर हम इंडक्टिव और डिडक्टिव मेथड को क्लियर कर देना चाहते हैं. देखिए, लैंग्वेज टीचिंग का जो इंडक्टिव अप्रोच है उसमें पहले एग्जाम्पल्स दिया जाता है. इंडक्टिव अप्रोच ऑफ टीचिंग, उसमें सबसे पहले एग्जाम्पल्स दिया जाता है, उदाहरण दिया जाता है, और उसके बाद लर्नर्स को रूल्स फाइंड आउट करना पड़ता है. लर्नर स्वयं रूल्स फाइंड करता है, जबकि डिडक्टिव अप्रोच ऑफ टीचिंग में पहले रूल्स बताए जाते हैं, उसके बाद एग्जाम्पल्स दिए जाते हैं और उसके बाद प्रैक्टिस कराई जाती है. आई होप इट्स क्लियर टू यू. ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 44. ग्रामर शुड बी टॉट बाय ऑप्शन ए गिविंग क्लियर एक्सप्लेनेशंस, ऑप्शन बी enabling practice in context, option C asking students to learn rules, and option D giving a lot of exercises. So right option is B, enabling practice in context. Now question number 45. In linguistics, the words of a language can be referred to as the dash of that language. Option A, lexicography. What's lexicography? The art or practice of defining words is called lexicography. Option B, morphology. In linguistics, morphology is the study of words, how they are formed, and their relationship to other words in the same language. Option C, lexis. The total stock of words in a language is called lexis. In another words, all word forms having meaning and grammatical functions in a particular language is called lexis. Let's see option D, loan words. So words from one language adapted for use in another are called loan words. Okay, now let's read the question again. In linguistics, the words of a language can be referred to as the, your right option will be C, lexis of that language. Alright, now let's see question number 46. Which of the following is incorrect with reference to language teaching? Option A, acquisition of language in real situation. Option B, role of language 1, L1, first language, that is mother tongue, in learning L2, that is English language 2. Option C, focus of language teaching in communicative activities. And option D, giving much importance to writing rather than speech. So the question is, which of the following is incorrect with reference to language teaching? So as per the question, the incorrect statement is given in option D, giving much importance to writing rather than speech. Okay, now question number 47. Which of the following is incorrect about grammar translation method? Option A, it encourages learning through mother tongue. Option B, it gives importance to grammar. Option C, it enables the student to use the language fluently. Option D, it enhances students' communication skills. So the question is, which of the following is incorrect? So you have to find out incorrect statement about grammar translation method. So incorrect statement is given in option D. It enhances students' communication skill. Next question. The reference or correlation method is also known as option A, inductive, option B, deductive, option C, structural, option D, incidental. So right option is D, incidental. The reference or correlation method is also known as incidental method. Okay, question number 49. Which of the following is not the aim of teaching grammar? Here you have to find out the incorrect statement which is not the aim of teaching grammar. Okay, let's see the options. Option A, to develop students insight, antardrishti, into the structure of English language. Option B, to enable the students to assimilate, यानी आत्मसात करना, take up the correct patterns of the language without rote memorization, यानी रट के याद करना, rote memorization. Option C, to develop a scientific attitude towards language. And option D, to enable the students to develop their understanding about the grammatical rules through rote memorization. रट कर याद करना. Here the incorrect statement, which is not the aim of teaching grammar, is given in option D, to enable the students to develop their understanding about the grammatical rules through rote memorization. यानी बच्चे रट करके ग्रामर के नियम, भाषा के नियम याद करें. So this statement is incorrect and this is also not the aim of teaching grammar. Now let's see question number 50. Which method of teaching grammar supports teaching of grammatical items with the help of grammar book which contains definitions, rules, examples and exercises? Option A, traditional method. Option B, informal method. Option C, the reference or correlative method. Option D, the inductive deductive method. So your right option is A, traditional method. Traditional method of teaching grammar supports teaching of grammatical items with the help of grammar book, which contains definitions, rules, examples, and exercises. Question number 51 is, the main procedure in the traditional method of grammar is are ऑप्शन ए फ्रॉम रूल टू एग्जाम्पल, पहले रूल बताई जाए फिर एग्जाम्पल दिया जाए. ऑप्शन बी रोट लर्निंग ऑफ रूल्स एंड डेफिनेशंस, बच्चे रूल्स और डेफिनेशंस को रट कर याद करें. ऑप्शन सी लिस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग एंड मोनोटोनस, यानी बहुत कम इंटरेस्टिंग होता है और मोनोटोनस यानी नीरस हमड्रम की स्थिति हो जाती है. एंड ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ दिस. तो यहाँ पर सभी प्रोसीजर्स फॉलो किए जाते हैं ट्रेडिशनल मेथड ऑफ ग्रामर टीचिंग में. सो यर ऑप्शन डी विल बी करेक्ट, ऑल ऑफ दिस. यानी जो ट्रेडिशनल मेथड ऑफ ग्रामर टीचिंग है वो पहले उसमें रूल बताए जाते हैं, फिर एग्जाम्पल दिया जाता है, बच्चों से कहा जाता है कि बच्चों रूल्स याद करो, डेफिनेशंस याद करो. और इस तरह की जो प्रोसीजर है वो लिस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग होती है, यानी कि बहुत कम रुचिकर होती है, और मोनोटोनस यानी नीरस भी होती है, यानी क्लासरूम बिल्कुल नीरस हो जाता है, बच्चे इंटरेस्ट नहीं लेते. सो हियर द राइट ऑप्शन विल बी डी. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 52, द इनफॉर्मल मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग ग्रामर प्रूव्स यूजफुल एट द ऑप्शन ए अर्ली स्टेज, ऑप्शन बी सेकेंडरी स्टेज, ऑप्शन सी सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्टेज एंड ऑप्शन डी नन ऑफ दिस. द इनफॉर्मल मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग ग्रामर, यानी जो भाषा शिक्षण का इनफॉर्मल मेथड है, अनौपचारिक विधि, वो अर्ली स्टेज पर यूजफुल है, इसलिए यहाँ पर ऑप्शन ए सही होगा, अर्ली स्टेज. द इनफॉर्मल मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग ग्रामर प्रूव्स यूजफुल एट द अर्ली स्टेज. नाउ लेट्स सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 52. While teaching the textbook lesson or composition, Namita instructs her students to note all the examples of the present tense and past tense separately. Afterwards, she starts discussing the grammatical rules. In this process, she is using option A, the reference or correlation method, option B, the inductive method, option C, the deductive method, and option D, the informal method. Here right option is A, the reference or correlative method. In this method, grammatical items are taught only incidentally. Now let's see question number 53. Which of the following are the process or processes of inductive method? आगमनात्मक विधि इंडक्टिव मेथड के प्रोसेसेस कौन से हैं? ऑप्शन ए, प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ एग्जाम्पल्स इन अ सिस्टमेटिक वे, सिस्टमेटिक वे में एग्जाम्पल्स को प्रेजेंट करना. ऑब्जर्वेशन एंड एनालिसिस ऑफ एग्जाम्पल्स, उदाहरण को एनालाइज करना, उसको ऑब्जर्व करना और एनालाइज करना. ऑप्शन सी, जनरलाइजेशन ऑफ रूल और डेफिनेशन, और उसी एनालिसिस के थ्रू, ऑब्जर्वेशन के थ्रू रूल और डेफिनेशन को जनरलाइज करना. ऑप्शन डी, ऑल ऑफ दिस. So here the right option is D, all of these. The processes which are followed in inductive method are presentation of examples in a systematic way, and observation and analysis of examples, and generalization of rule or definition. Okay, now question number 54 is, which of the following are the process or processes of deductive method? निगमनात्मक विधि. Deductive method, that means निगमनात्मक विधि. निगमनात्मक विधि में कौन सी प्रक्रिया का पालन किया जाता है? ऑप्शन ए, प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ द रूल और डेफिनेशन, रूल और डेफिनेशन को प्रेजेंट करना. ऑप्शन बी, वेरिफिकेशन एंड अप्लीकेशन ऑफ द रूल्स, उन नियमों को वेरीफाई करना और उसको अप्लाई करना. ऑप्शन सी, प्रैक्टिस फॉर द अप्लीकेशन ऑफ द रूल, और रूल के एप्लीकेशन के लिए प्रैक्टिस करना. एंड ऑप्शन डी, ऑल ऑफ दिस. सो योर राइट ऑप्शन इज डी, ऑल ऑफ दिस. ऑल द प्रोसेसेस गिवन इन ऑप्शन ए, बी एंड सी आर फॉलोड इन डिडक्टिव मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग. ओके, नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 55. Which of the following is not correct about the inductive and deductive method? इंडक्टिव और डिडक्टिव मेथड के बारे में आगमनात्मक और निगमनात्मक शिक्षण विधियों के बारे में निम्न में से कौन सा कथन सही नहीं है? Which of the following is not correct about the inductive and deductive method? Option A, it is based on psychological maxims of learning. Maxim, that is sutra. It is based on psychological maxims of learning. Option B, it makes the active participation of the students. Option C, it is based on rote memorization. रट कर याद करने पर जोर देता है. So it is based on rote memorization. Option D, it stimulates thinking and reasoning power of the student. Here incorrect option is C, as in inductive and deductive method there is no place for rote memorization. Inductive और deductive दोनों शिक्षण विधियों में बच्चों को रटकर याद करने पे जोर नहीं दिया जाता है. So in inductive and deductive method there is no place for rote memorization, as the rules and definitions are discovered by the students themselves. यानी rules और definitions, नियम और परिभाषाएं बच्चे स्वयं डिस्कवर करते हैं. इसलिए हियर ऑप्शन सी, द स्टेटमेंट गिवन इन ऑप्शन सी इज इनकरेक्ट. इट इज बेस्ड ऑन रोट मेमोराइजेशन. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 56 इज द जनरल एम्स ऑफ टीचिंग पोएट्री एट प्राइमरी लेवल शुड बी. ऑप्शन ए, टू इनेबल द स्टूडेंट्स टू रिसाइट द पोएम विथ प्रॉपर रिदम यानी लय एंड intonation that is inflection. Option B, to develop students power of imagination यानी बच्चों की कल्पना शक्ति का विकास करना. Option C, to train the emotions of the students and to develop love for poetry. Option D is all of these. So here the statements given in option A, B and C are the general aims of teaching poetry at primary level. So here option D will be correct, all of this. Now let's see question number 57. At secondary or higher secondary level, the general aim or aims of teaching poetry are secondary और higher secondary level पर पोएट्री टीचिंग का जो जनरल एम है वो इस प्रकार से है. टू इनेबल द स्टूडेंट्स फॉर अप्रिसिएशन ऑफ द पोएम, बच्चों को इस लायक बनाना जिससे कि बच्चे पोएम को अप्रिसिएट कर सकें. ऑप्शन बी, टू अप्रिसिएट द राइम यू नो तुक या अंत्यानुप्रास, अ वर्ड दैट हैज द सेम साउंड एज अनदर, दैट इज राइम. टू अप्रिसिएट द राइम, रिदम एंड स्टाइल ऑफ द पोएम. एंड ऑप्शन सी, टू डेवलप एस्थेटिक सेंस अमंग स्टूडेंट्स यानी बच्चों के अंदर सौंदर्य विषयक भावना का विकास करना. एंड ऑप्शन डी, ऑल ऑफ दिस. सो हियर ऑल द स्टेटमेंट्स गिवन इन ऑप्शन ए, बी एंड सी आर करेक्ट. सो हियर ऑप्शन डी विल बी करेक्ट, ऑल ऑफ दिस. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 58 इज which of the following is are not the part of specific aims of teaching poetry. अभी तक हम लोग जनरल एम्स की बात कर रहे थे. नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट स्पेसिफिक एम्स. तो यहाँ पर दिए गए ऑप्शंस में से कौन सा स्टेटमेंट इज नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ स्पेसिफिक एम ऑफ टीचिंग पोएट्री, यानी पोएट्री टीचिंग का स्पेसिफिक यानी विशिष्ट उद्देश्य नहीं है. Let's see the options. Option A, recitation of the poem with proper rhyme and rhythm. Option B, understanding the central idea of the poem only. Option C, appreciating the beauty and images depicted in the poem. Option D, communication of the exclusive message यानी जो अनन्य संदेश है कविता का of the poem to the students. तो बच्चों तक उस exclusive message को पहुंचाना. तो यहाँ पर ऑप्शन ए, सी एंड डी आर द स्पेसिफिक एम्स ऑफ टीचिंग पोएट्री, लेकिन यहाँ पर ऑप्शन बी में ओनली वर्ड लगा हुआ है. सो अंडरस्टैंडिंग द सेंट्रल आइडिया ऑफ द पोएम, यहाँ तक तो ठीक है, बट ओनली से ये स्टेटमेंट गलत हो जाता है. So understanding the central idea of the poem only, this statement is incorrect here. Now question number 59 is, the word prose has been derived from option A Latin word, option B Greek word, option C French word, option C none of these. So the word prose has been derived from Latin word. Here option A will be correct. The word prose has been derived from Latin word prosa, P-R-O-S-A, or proversa oration, P-R-O-V-E-R-S-A-O-R-A-T-I-O-N, proversa oration. That means straightforward discourse. Clear? Okay. Now question number 60 is, who said to aim at literature is to miss the way to language? Aim at language is to pave the way to literature. Option A Thomson and Wyatt. Option B Harold Edward Palmer. Option C Vinayak Krishna Gokak. And option D G.C. Banerjee. The right option is B Harold Edward Palmer. H.E. Palmer said, to aim at literature is to miss the way to language. Aim at language is to pave the way to literature. Okay. Next question is, which of the following is are not the general aims of teaching of prose lessons? अब यहाँ पर प्रोज लेसन्स की बात की जा रही है कि निम्न में से कौन प्रोज लेसन को पढ़ाने का जनरल एम्स यानी सामान्य उद्देश्य नहीं है. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज आर नॉट द जनरल एम or aims of teaching of prose lessons. Okay, so option A is to enable the students to read aloud prose lessons with correct pronunciation, stress, intonation, and pause. Option B to enrich active and passive vocabulary. Option C to develop interest for reading and to enable the students to write correctly. Option D is to develop aesthetic sense among students. यानी सौंदर्य विषयक भावना का विकास करना, बच्चों के अंदर सौंदर्य विषयक भावना का विकास करना. तो यहाँ पर प्रोज टीचिंग में एस्थेटिक सेंस का कोई मतलब नहीं है. सो यहाँ पर इनकरेक्ट ऑप्शन इज डी, टू डेवलप एस्थेटिक सेंस अमंग स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 62 इज, प्रोसीजर ऑफ टीचिंग प्रोज लेसन इन्वॉल्व्स. प्रोज लेसन को पढ़ाने में कौन सी प्रक्रिया का पालन किया जाता है? So option A is preparation and presentation. Option B recapitulation and home assignment. Option C both A and B and option D none of these. तो यहाँ पर दोनों ऑप्शन सही हैं, A and B. Here as per question option C will be correct, both A and B. Now question number 63 is, teaching of prose lessons require proper preparation to motivate the students to learn English. This step includes ऑप्शन ए जनरल यानी सामान्य एम्स, सामान्य उद्देश्य, एंड स्पेसिफिक विशिष्ट उद्देश्य, स्पेसिफिक एम्स. ऑप्शन बी मटेरियल एड्स एंड प्रीवियस नॉलेज, पूर्व ज्ञान, मटेरियल एड्स भी चाहिए और पूर्व ज्ञान भी चाहिए. ऑप्शन सी इंट्रोडक्शन एंड स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द एम, एंड ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ दिस. तो यहाँ पर दिए गए सभी स्टेप्स प्रोज लेसन पढ़ाते समय फॉलो किए जाते हैं, इसलिए ऑप्शन डी सही होगा, ऑल ऑफ दिस. ओके, नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 64 इज, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ऑप्शन फॉलोज द राइट स्टेप्स ऑफ प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ प्रोज लेसन. प्रोज लेसन को प्रेजेंट करते समय निम्न में से कौन सा ऑप्शन राइट स्टेप्स फॉलो करता है? तो यहाँ पर जो राइट स्टेप फॉलो किया गया है वो ऑप्शन ए में किया गया है. मॉडल रीडिंग और रीडिंग अलाउड बाय द टीचर, प्रोनाउंसिएशन ड्रिल, इमिटेशन रीडिंग और रीडिंग अलाउड बाय द स्टूडेंट्स, एक्सपोजिशन ऑफ न्यू वर्ड्स, फ्रेजेस, साइलेंट रीडिंग बाय स्टूडेंट्स, comprehension questions. So here the right steps of presentation of prose lessons are given in option A. Now question number 64 is, which of the following is the last stage of a lesson plan? Lesson plan का last stage कौन सा है? Option A comprehension questions, option B recapitulation और application test, ऑप्शन सी होम असाइनमेंट एंड ऑप्शन डी नन ऑफ दिस। सो सबसे लास्ट स्टेज ऑफ लेसन प्लान में होम असाइनमेंट दिया जाता है, गृह कार्य। सो यर ऑप्शन सी विल बी करेक्ट। क्वेश्चन नंबर 64, विच टर्म इज यूज्ड इन लैंग्वेज फॉर इंसल्टिंग, अब्यूसिव यानी अभद्र भाषा और हाईली क्रिटिकल लैंग्वेज। विच टर्म इज यूज्ड इन लैंग्वेज, भाषा में एक टर्म है जिसका प्रयोग किया जाता है, किस लिए? फॉर इंसल्टिंग यानी अपमानजनक, अब्यूसिव यानी अभद्र भाषा और हाईली क्रिटिकल लैंग्वेज के लिए वो टर्म प्रयोग किया जाता है। तो आपको वो टर्म बताना है। चलिए ऑप्शन देखते हैं। ऑप्शन ए विंडिक्टिव। विंडिक्टिव मीन्स रिवेंजफुल, having or showing a strong or unreasoning desire for revenge, vindictive। ऑप्शन बी इन्वेक्टिव यानी अपशब्द या गाली गलौज, इन्वेक्टिव। ऑप्शन सी उबलक्वी। उबलक्वी दैट मीन्स स्ट्रॉन्ग पब्लिक कंडेमनेशन, किसी को दोषी या अपराधी ठहराना, स्ट्रॉन्ग पब्लिक कंडेमनेशन। एंड ऑप्शन डी इज polemic। polemic, strong verbal or written attack on someone or something, पक्ष या विपक्ष में तर्क वितर्क करना या वाद विवाद करना। सो हियर द टर्म that is used for insulting, abusive or highly critical language is invective, right? So here option B will be correct, invective. Now question number 67 is, Which of the following can be the real purpose of learning? सीखने का वास्तविक उद्देश्य निम्न में से क्या है? ऑप्शन ए पर्सनल एडजस्टमेंट, आत्मानुकूलन या आत्म समायोजन। ऑप्शन बी मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ बिहेवियर्स यानी व्यवहार में परिमार्जन। ऑप्शन सी सोशल एंड पॉलिटिकल अवेयरनेस यानी सामाजिक एवं राजनीतिक दिलचस्पी। ऑप्शन डी प्रिपेयरिंग वनसेल्फ फॉर एम्प्लॉयमेंट यानी स्वयं को रोजगार के लिए तैयार करना। सो द रियल पर्पस ऑफ लर्निंग यानी सीखने का वास्तविक उद्देश्य है मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ बिहेवियर्स यानी व्यवहार में परिमार्जन। हियर ऑप्शन बी विल बी करेक्ट, मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ बिहेवियर्स। नाउ लेट्स सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 68, द स्टडी ऑफ वर्ड्स एंड देयर मीनिंग इज कॉल्ड। वर्ड्स और उसके मीनिंग के अध्ययन को कहते हैं। ऑप्शन ए सिंटैक्स, ऑप्शन बी फोनेटिक्स, ऑप्शन सी फोनोलॉजी एंड ऑप्शन डी सिमेंटिक्स यानी अर्थ विज्ञान। सो लेट मी एक्सप्लेन दिस टर्म्स। फर्स्ट, सिंटैक्स इज द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ वर्ड्स एंड फ्रेजेस टू क्रिएट वेल फॉर्म्ड सेंटेंसेस इन अ लैंग्वेज। Second one is phonetics, is the study and classification of speech sounds. थर्ड वन इज फोनोलॉजी, ध्वनि प्रक्रिया या किसी भाषा की ध्वनि प्रणाली। इट्स द सिस्टम ऑफ कंट्रास्टिव रिलेशनशिप अमंग द स्पीच साउंड्स दैट कंस्टिट्यूट द फंडामेंटल कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ अ लैंग्वेज। एंड फोर्थ वन इज सिमेंटिक्स यानी अर्थ विज्ञान। इट्स द फिलोसॉफिकल एंड साइंटिफिक स्टडी ऑफ मीनिंग इन अ नेचुरल एंड आर्टिफिशियल लैंग्वेजेस। So let me read the question again. The study of words and their meaning is called. So your right option will be D, semantics यानी अर्थ विज्ञान। Okay, now question number 69 is, pedagogy in education includes option A theory and practice of teaching, option B the use of instructive यानी शिक्षाप्रद content, option C the combined goals of the learner and the teacher, and option D all of these. Your right option is D, all of these. Pedagogy in education includes theory and practice of teaching, the use of instructive content, and the combined goals of the learner and teacher. Now students, the last question of today's video lecture is, if a student is unable to learn a task by a specific method, then as a teacher you should। यदि कोई विद्यार्थी किसी स्पेसिफिक मेथड के थ्रू किसी टास्क को लर्न नहीं कर पा रहा है, उसको नहीं सीख पा रहा है, तो एज ए टीचर के रूप में, एक अध्यापक के रूप में आप क्या करोगे? सो ऑप्शन ए इज टेल द स्टूडेंट दैट द टास्क इज नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. बच्चे से कहेंगे कि ये कार्य बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. ऑप्शन बी इग्नोर द स्टूडेंट एंड मूव टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. बच्चे को इग्नोर कर देंगे और अगले टॉपिक की तरफ आगे बढ़ेंगे. ऑप्शन सी प्रमोट रोट लर्निंग, यानी रोट लर्निंग को प्रमोट करेंगे, यानी बच्चे से बार बार रिपीट करने को कहेंगे और उससे कहेंगे कि तुम इसे याद कर लो. ऑप्शन डी गिव सम एक्स्ट्रा टाइम टू हेल्प हिम लर्न द टास्क. और ऑप्शन डी है कि उस बच्चे को कुछ एक्स्ट्रा टाइम देंगे जिससे कि वो उस टास्क को सीख सके. So here I think option D is correct. Give some extra time to help him learn the task. Students, this was all about today's video lesson. My next video lecture will be available to you shortly. So those who are new on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, as in near future I am going to cover the entire syllabus for TGT, PGT and UGC NET exams. Best of luck. Have a great day.